Hi everybody, this is your weekly horoscope for Monday the 30th of April, going through until Sunday the 6th of May 2018. It's really nice to be with you today. Thank you for joining me. Now, these weekly horoscopes are for all signs of the zodiac, and I give you a day-by-day breakdown of what's happening in terms of the astrology and how that's going to influence you during this week. So starting with Monday the 30th of April, we have a full moon in Scorpio at 59 minutes past midnight. So I've made a separate video on the full moon in Scorpio. I always make separate video on the new moons and the full moons because I look at the chart of that full moon and I really look at it in depth, because the full moon and the new moon are both times of the month where the moon really affects us strongly. So if you want more information on that, have a look at that separate video. Basically what it does for you is when the full moon is full, it reaches a completion point and it kind of showers us with its energy. So you're going to be incredibly emotionally intelligent. You'll be in touch with your own feelings. You'll know what you want. And those feelings are going to motivate you to take action. The moon in Scorpio conjuncts, so it sits right on top of Jupiter, the lucky planet, which is also in Scorpio, so they work really well together. And the moon in Scorpio trines Neptune, the water planet, in Pisces, which is another water sign. So we've got all water on Monday, the 30th of April, and it's an amazing start to the week. You're very connected to your own feelings, taking actions based to fill any emotional gaps or holes or empty places within you, or to move from a place of dissatisfaction to satisfaction, can be achieved today. And you can achieve that by listening to your own feelings and then taking action based around those feelings. So it's really listening to your own voice, being independent, standing in your own power and making it happen for yourself. You can really manifest good things in your life on Monday. And the universe is really supporting you, and everything is based on your feelings and manifesting those positive things into the real world. Tuesday, the 1st of May, the moon moves into Sagittarius at 3:21 in the afternoon. Now, that's a total shift of energy. The moon in Scorpio is like this. It goes to the emotional truth of the matter. It's emotionally very intelligent. The moon in Sagittarius is like this. It's a centaur, half horse, half man. He's got his bow and arrow and he's always pointing it at something in the future, and he's galloping towards reaching that place. So it's not about being emotionally intelligent. It's about being enthusiastic and looking forward to what else is out there and what you can learn. Venus is still in Gemini. That quincunxes Saturn, the planet of structure, in the sign of the worker Capricorn. And the Sagittarius moon trines Chiron in Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer in the astrology, and in Aries, it's about being independent. So past situations in your life where you've tried to do something on your own and those situations didn't work out, you may be reminded of those today. So on Tuesday, the 1st of May, you're going to have the desire to travel or to have some fun. The powers that be are going to seem to stand in your way, though, and may cause you some frustration. So let's say you're in holiday mode, basically. It's a Tuesday, you have a job, a full-time job, you've got to go in, and you don't want to go in, you'd rather go enjoy yourself with the kids today. That's the kind of energy I'm talking about, and that may cause some frustration. Try and find a workaround so that you can experience what you want on this day. There's really a great potential to enjoy yourself. So it is the beginning of May. So here in England, we've got a bank holiday somewhere around here. I don't know in other countries where there are public holidays. But if you're employed or you're retired and you're working on something, try and find a way to have some time for yourself so that you can enjoy yourself. It is the first day of May. You know, you're setting the tone for the new month. If you are able to take some time or even take an afternoon off to enjoy yourself or to do something nice for yourself, to travel, to have fun with the kids, anything like that, it's a really good idea. Don't call in sick. and then go to Aqua World and go down the slide or something, and then have someone take a picture of you and send it to your boss and lose your job. Don't do that. Only do it if it's above board and if you can have the time for yourself, because it's a wonderful day to have fun and to enjoy other people and to just laugh and to relieve stress. If you do have to go to work, then do something in the evening that's really just a treat for you. Celebrate yourself on Tuesday and do something, you deserve it. You work hard, do something fun for yourself. On Wednesday, the 2nd of May, we have the Sagittarius moon opposing Venus in Gemini, the love planet in the communication sign, and forms a harmonious relationship with Mercury, the communication planet, in Aries. So on Wednesday, you're still looking to explore uncharted territory and to have fun and to discover new things and to enjoy yourself. And you're looking to broaden your horizons, so to discover new activities, new places. Through this process of broadening your horizons, love may appear in unexpected places. So on Wednesday, really plan. This is kind of like, the energy is very holiday mode-ish. It's very much about you enjoying yourself and doing things for your personal fulfillment and gratification. Monday is really about building your life and making it better. Tuesday and Wednesday are about having fun and finding some sort of passion. Now, if you're, working 60 hours a week, again, you don't have to miss out on this completely. You can try and get the energy up from somewhere within yourself on Tuesday and Wednesday to do a little bit more, and maybe to go out in the evening and do something fun for yourself, broaden your horizons in some way. It's really a good time to enjoy yourself, to treat yourself to something, because you're going to be rewarded with good things. I mean, love appearing in an unexpected place. If you have an interest in Warhol and there's a Warhol exhibition in your city and you really go for that, then don't go to meet a woman or a man. Go because you have an interest, and something positive may appear from that interest. So it's really, first 3 days are really important that you look at yourself in the equation of your life. Employers want you to do your job and to be there all the time. That's fine. But if you have absolutely no leeway or no flexibility this week, that's going to cause frustration. And that's why I'm saying try and find a workaround so you do have a little bit of freedom that you can play with. On Thursday, the 3rd of May, we've got the Taurus Sun forming a trine with Uranus, the rebel planet, in Aries. So Uranus in Aries is about, I'm eccentric, I think for myself, I stand in my own power, I don't give two hoots what other people think, and I'm going to do things myself. And the Sun in Taurus is very practical, it's very earthy, it's very in touch with its body, it's luxurious, it likes chemistry and connection with other people, it likes to be grounded and secure and safe and all of those things. So you have a nice foundation, and then that Uranus and Aries kind of gives you the energy to, again, take flight from that nice foundation. So there's a lot of energy this week. So on Thursday, the 3rd of May, that is the most independent day of the entire week. And this week, you've really already done a lot for yourself. So on Thursday, you have a reprieve from the daily pressures of your life, and you have a nice outside perspective of what's going on. It's almost like you pull yourself out of your life and you look down on it from above. It's like when you astral travel and you come back and you look down on yourself. So you can see your life from a very kind of detached perspective. And that is a great day and a great time to set new intentions or new goals, because you're seeing yourself as you really are. Those moments of clarity are priceless. They're really, really priceless. If you're a taxi driver and you're doing that without really thinking about it, and you've just got on with it because you've got bills to pay and children to support, and you have one of these moments of clarity, you see yourself outside of what you're doing and you see your life you're 40 years old, you're driving a cab, you've got 2 children, a wife, and you see all of that and you realize that you've always really been good at jewelry design, or you've had this amazing talent that just went by the wayside. And it's a reminder and an opportunity for you to make your life the way you want it to be by taking a different direction or by behaving differently. You know, what was it? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And this is a day where you get to see what you do over and over again. You can see the pattern, and because you actually recognize it and you can identify it, that's why you're able to change it and change your life for the better. On Friday, the 4th of May, we have the moon going into Capricorn at 7 minutes past 2 in the morning. So Sagittarius moon, like this, moon in Capricorn is about work, and it's about taking the next right step. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Capricorn is the mountain goat. It works very hard to get to the top of the hill and to provide for itself. It's dangerous, but it's always able to kind of hang on and to achieve what it wants to achieve. The moon in Capricorn conjuncts Saturn in Capricorn. So the feeling of structure combined with the planet of structure, and the moon quincunxes Venus in Gemini. So Friday is a holiday is over, and you've got the back to work feeling, and like it's time to get your head down and to be productive again. So the first 4 days of the week where it's been a little bit chaotic and you've had to kind of manage yourself and your own grand desires with your responsibilities, on the other hand, Friday is going to be simpler because you're like, okay, time to get down to work and to be productive and effective. The good thing though is that Venus is still in Gemini, and it still allows for fun and excitement to occur in your life. So if you have the energy to do something again in the evening, do it. It'll be enjoyable. So the more personal time you can carve out for yourself this week, do it, because it's enjoyable, it's fun, it's a de-stressor, and also, especially Wednesday the 2nd, love may appear in unexpected places. So go out and do things that you're interested in and just make this week a little bit about yourself. Don't indulge yourself a little bit, I would say. On Saturday, the 5th of May, we have the moon in Capricorn still. That forms a relationship with pretty much all of the other planets in the solar system. So the moon in Capricorn says work. Work hard. Work harder. If things get difficult, work even harder. Extend yourself. Take on more. Bite off as much as you can chew, or more, because you are supposed to work and it's fun to work, and that's what we're here for. So on Saturday, you're going to feel a huge amount of pressure to take things upon yourself and to not only work on your own problems, but to work on the problems of other people. So everything becomes your responsibility. So your sister having problems with the dog, and your brother needing money, and your parents going away and they need someone to look after the house, and at work 2 people are sick, so you need to do more hours, that kind of stuff. Everyone else's problems land on you, and it's your job to pick up the pieces, or that's how it's going to feel. Now, some people are very good at this, and some people aren't so good in these kind of situations. You have to be careful about people pleasing, and this is a good day to practice saying no, because you're going to work hard today, and some people find it really easy to have that boundary and to say, you know, I know you need help, but I can't help you because I've got enough on my plate already and I can't take on more. Sorry, can't do it. Other people will feel absolutely obligated and super guilty that they'll say, well, I'm already way behind on my own job, but you know, of course, go on your holiday, I'll do it, I'll deal with it somehow. And it will get done, but it's going to be at a huge personal, emotional cost, and it's really... the the opposite of what you've had going on at the beginning of the week for, the first 4 days of the week. And you may even feel on Saturday like, I've had such a good time and I've been self-indulgent. It's now time to work really hard and to overcompensate. It's not. You don't have to overcompensate just because you've been enjoying yourself or trying to balance things for the first 4 days of the week. That doesn't mean that you have to go into people-pleasing mode on Saturday and helping everyone and totally swamping yourself to the point where you can't get your own work done and you make yourself sick. So you're going to feel pressurized into working anyway on Saturday. So be productive on the things that you've got going on and get things completed, and be very careful about who you help, if you want to help them, but don't get into a situation where it's like, it's my responsibility to do this for this person and to feel like you're bullied into doing something. On Sunday, the 6th of May, the moon moves into Aquarius at 2:50 in the afternoon, and the moon in Aquarius sextiles Chiron in Aries. Now, the moon in Aquarius is in an air sign. It's about thinking, it's about innovating, it's about looking to the future again, and it's about being a humanitarian and helping other people through innovating. So the idea is, if I, design something great that's going to help humanity, that's what I want to be doing. That's Aquarius. The moon forming a sextile with Chiron is again that pain of the past. And it's almost like, I feel this cringe-worthy pain of what's happened, so I'm going to make up for it by being overly kind to people, and I'm going to compensate. That's the thing that has come up twice now this week, this sense of there's something wrong with me, so I have to be extra nice to others so I can compensate for my own failings and flaws. That's a faulty belief, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. You don't owe anybody anything, and you're a perfect child of the universe. So if you're operating in a mode of, I owe people, and if I don't do this, they won't like me anymore, then you need to have a little look at that and say, how's my self-esteem doing? Because I find myself doing things which really are harming me just to please other people, and they don't really thank me, or they could have done it themselves, but they chose to give it to me, and I did it. So Sunday, you're going to want to help other people. A memory from the past that hurt you crops up, and you decide to do something about it so that other people won't have to suffer the same thing. So that's a better way of using that energy than overcompensating in unrelated areas for something that you feel bad about. So if you don't feel like you're good enough and there's a family party being had, you decide to volunteer in the kitchen and to do all the washing up and the cooking and to put things in the oven and stuff like that, because you're just not good enough and you have to make things up for the family. That's an unproductive way of using that energy. If in the past you have started a business and it didn't work out, and you realize why it didn't work out, maybe you didn't advertise enough, or you put your business in a bad location, or you didn't have social media, or whatever it is, you can use that energy and help other people by sharing your experiences so they don't have to go through the same thing and make the same mistakes. So that can be very formal and reach very wide. So if you're a life coach or something, on Sunday, the 6th of May, if you've got a workshop planned, what would be really good is to teach people about your own failures in life, the things that didn't work out for you, why they didn't work out, because that's really going to help others who are maybe thinking of doing the same thing. Or you might, just by saying that, you might trigger off something in their mind and it might put them in a different direction. Or it can be very informal and you're out and about on Sunday at a afternoon tea party or something like that, and you're just chatting to someone and they mention that they're going to open their own business and you know about that, then you can just give them advice and just share your experience in doing that, and that other person can take that away and do whatever they choose with it. So Sunday is a nice day to relax, and you're gonna want to help other people. And Saturday, Sunday, you're gonna have to be careful, because Saturday, it's like I want to help everyone, and I have no boundaries, and it's really easy to people please and to bog myself down. And then Sunday, you also want to help people, but you want to talk about yourself and you want to talk about your own experiences. And if people on Saturday are saying, listen, I don't want your advice, I just want you to do my work for me, then this weekend is going to be a wake-up call, in the sense of, what am I giving to people? What am I getting back? Am I giving advice that people actually want to hear, or am I giving unsolicited advice? Do I think that I'm being really giving, but other people don't even want to hear what I have to say? Or am I giving, and people are really taking advantage? So the weekend is a time to figure out what the balance is between you and other people in terms of the transactional relationships, and whether it's based on something like friendship or love or a true connection, or whether it's just a surface thing of, I want you to do my work, or I want you to make money for me, or I want you to handle the business. So that's something that you'll really be able to get some more insights into, and it will also clarify your relationships, many of your relationships around Saturday and Sunday. So it's a really interesting week. You're going to have lots of energy, you're going to learn a lot, you're going to experience a lot, and you'll also have a lot of fun here, especially at the beginning of the week. So it looks like a great week. If you would like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. And in my readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. I combine them. So the astrology chart I draw up by using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, I can either use sunrise, or I can rectify your chart. Chart rectification is a process where you send me some info and I work out your time of birth. So with that information, I can actually find out what time you were born at. And then I draw up your chart. It's a snapshot of the sky at that moment when you came into this world. And it shows me, it's a blueprint of your soul. It shows me what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, what's destined for you in career and love and money and health. And I can also answer your questions. So when are finances going to pick up, or when am I going to meet the right person? Is this person compatible with me? Where's the best place for me to live? Any of those questions I can answer. And if you have other questions as well, if they're really random, I can answer those. So if you do have anything that you'd like to talk to me about, then get in touch via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you next week.